You hear a lot of the media, even friends and colleagues, always scrutinize property investors as they're the evil people in the world trying to screw over all the people, which I can agree to an extent, I would say. My partner and I are very ethical and morally driven. We feel like, and we're looking to invest next year and struggling to sort of decide whether we actually want to because of those reasons. We feel we still will because A, we want a better lives for our future, but also B, we don't think we're going to be those types of people that will squeeze every bit of money out of everyone and a bunch of other reasons. I was just wondering how you would end that sort of question if someone said that to you, and if there's any other reasons why you would help other people on our journey that are sort of up in arms about it. Ben, are property owners all evil?
Yeah, it's a massive question. It's something that I've found comfort in knowing my position on that. And the easiest way I put context around investing in property is it's been around for millennia. For those cities or towns to move into cities, you needed that change to occur. And you needed inns and you needed sort of, places where people could have short-term accommodation and then move into medium to longer term before they eventually settled into that society. So societies and cities have been built on this concept of providing accommodation for those people who are transient moving in or who choose to have flexibility as part of their life.
I want to lean in on the friends and colleagues bit, Ben, because they're the people that are immediately around our world, right? Because the media is obviously out there, but it's those friends and colleagues. And here's a simple truth that I've observed, Ben, that the people around you really want you to do well, but as long as it's just not better than them. And they're not sometimes consciously not even thinking that. Sometimes their opinions can be projections of fear or envy or whatever on you. And so they might not have the confidence to actually go, oh, I'd like to buy an investment property, because they know that they should do something, but the fear of debt for whatever reason, they may have grew up in a household where, debt was evil or borrowing, like whatever beliefs they have of themselves, they might be projecting onto you. If you listen to the message that we've talked on this podcast over a long period of time, it's usually us saying, you need to probably get 2 or 3 of these investment properties. You never hear us say get 10 plus. You never hear us say, he who dies with the most property wins. That's the same thing that we want to do here with building wealth. How much do you need to fund your own retirement? In our case, 2 or 3, and then have a baseline of ethics around that. Don't be a slumlord. And the alternative is, okay, if you don't do anything here, you totally lose control at a time when you don't want to lose control, when you're a bit older, you're a bit lower on energy, and you've got less of a runway to recover. And the pension is something that you do not want to rely on. You want that to be a safety net, not be the goal in and of itself. So,
yeah, it's sad to see that the narrative is going towards those have-nots. Now, again, Australia is technically quite egalitarian, right? We do want to basically see everyone come along as hard as we can, but there's got to be effort in that. What we don't want to basically see is a society that just expects that they're entitled to certain things. And so from our point of view, that is that self-determination. The nurses, the teachers, the police officers, the fireys, the ambos, the public servants, the social workers who are doing all of the great work that they do and the purposeful work that they do. But they're also saying to themselves that the income that they're earning, which is modest, average, is not necessarily going to be enough to provide them with enjoyment in retirement. And so by getting 1 or 2 investments and being able to have those as a business to the side, you're a small business owner, small business owners, 2.2 million of us have invested hundreds of billions of dollars in providing accommodation across Australia. And I don't want to lose sight of that. I think it's fair and reasonable for me to look at my family and to look at, what I want to be able to provide for them and go about working hard and smart and planning to become what I plan to become.
I don't look at my local fish and chip operator or the cafe or the small business all around me. I don't look at them as evil people because they're trying to get ahead and they're taking the risks and trying to provide for their family. So it appears from your question that it's that this is the first time that you're considering property investing. What I would say to you is once you've taken the plunge, once you've actually invested in the market, and then you've actually seen the real risks and the extra, responsibility that you're taking on. Hopefully you'll see what we see from the insider's view on what it's like to be a property investor, that you're adding value. And if you stay true to your values around wanting to make sure that you don't take advantage of people, you'll be one of the great landlords in this country that's providing rental accommodation for people that need it.